It's your boy and Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, we had a wonderful live session, courtesy to Muhammad and his threads. I think it was a wonderful, one of the best banter level live that we've got. But more importantly, I think people are losing it with Harry Kane and Aubameyang comparisons because Spurs are 3-0 ahead of West Ham already in the first 16 minutes. They literally killed off West Ham, and Harry Kane and Son Heung-min, whatever it is, Son Heung-min. They are ripping it apart for West Ham right now, against West Ham right now for Spurs. So everyone on Twitter actually started a big conundrum between big comparison that some Arsenal fans think that Harry Kane is way better than Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Yes, I'm going to address that in this video, and also we got some things to share as well. So let's move on. Well, talking about it, Vivian Miedema. Well, Vivian Miedema is now the all-time top scorer in WSL history, and of course, you can make a strong case for her being the greatest player in the WSL history too. She has been outstanding. Yes, we destroyed Spurs 6-1 in the North London derby. I think 6-1 when I actually saw it last time around. Well, I'll talk about it. Well, there was this Arsenal fan who said that Harry Kane scores better goals and is way better. He said that Aubameyang was non-existent in Europa League final and the game that we got ousted against Olympiacos. So there was this guy on Twitter. I actually replied to him that, bro, there was a bicycle kick from Aubameyang, if you remember, and he said, no, Kane scores better goals than Aubameyang. I said, bro, Aubameyang has joined Arsenal in January 2017-2018 window. That was a window, and that was a season that he joined in. In the subsequent full seasons in 2018-2019 and 2019-2020, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been in the top two of. In the first one, he won the Golden Boot. In the second one, he was second behind Jamie Vardy. I don't see Harry Kane anywhere near that list. So shut up. Just shut up. I think sometimes around, well, this is the effect between some Arsenal fans. And of course, the common pattern in that fan was Arteta out. So yes, that is why I want to address that whole issue. Of course, there are certain people in IG Army that feel frustrated that Arsenal lost to Manchester City. But you need to understand that you got to look at the positives and you got to move on. You got to move on because of course you're going to forget about it if Arsenal go on a winning streak of 3 games in the next 3 games. Of course, against Rapid Vienna and Leicester and against Manchester United. If we win, I'm not talking about Dundalk. Okay, let's include Dundalk and talk about 4 wins in 4 games. If that happens, you're gonna forget about this Manchester City loss for some time, definitely. So please, just not get too serious about it and start slandering Arteta for literally no reason. Just if you're Arteta out, you gotta take a deep breath, stop watching football for 1 week or even for a couple of days, and start spending more quality and physical time with your family and your girlfriend, whoever is more dear to you. Please do that and make sure you keep supporting Arsenal. Well, moving on, slightly off topic. I'm really sorry for that, but I had to address that because there are lots of people who are Arsenal fans who are actually doubting Arteta and Arsenal themselves. But moving on. League 2 side Southend United have brought. I've already announced this. Brought in Arsenal midfielder James Olayinka on loan until January. So the Shrimpers boss Mark Mollesley said of the signing. He said, "We're really pleased to bring James in. He's been on our shortlist for some time, and we've had him watched a number of times. He's been well identified to us from our recruitment team and comes well recommended from Arsenal in and around Arsenal. He's had a very good education at Arsenal and we are indebted to them for trusting us with one of their young talents. I said if we felt we could add value, we'd always look to do that, and we've certainly done that with James." So James Olayinka was on their radar, and that's why James Olayinka makes into their 11 because of the loan deal that we've accepted. I'm pretty much sure they're going to give James Olayinka the minutes that Arsenal have asked them to give, and let's see. And talking about it, well, it's not only somebody like any Arsenal fan who would actually slam Mikel Arteta for his tactics. Tony Adams literally dissects Mikel Arteta and smashes for him for his tactics, and he's in an urgency for Arsenal to switch to a back 4 as current formation does not win league titles at all. So Arsenal legend Tony Adams has this to say to Premier League Productions. He said, "I think it's time for a back four. I've been saying it since the start of the season. It wins you cup games. It doesn't win you league titles. If you want to build for the future, I think he's got problems with Hector Bellerin. I think his defending today wasn't very good at all. But I'd like him to go to a back four. They've got Gabriel now. Get him a partnership. Well, they've been unlucky at the start with Rob Holding going down, but get them into a back four. So yes, it's not even us that believe that stick to a back four, back three ain't working. Stick to a back four because this team needs an extra player in the attack rather than more personnel in the defense. So he's urging Arteta to use a back four, and he goes on to saying that they look like they have a holding midfielder now who's got a bit of presence and build for the future. Even Adams also criticized Bellerin and Birdlander for Raheem Sterling's goal with the right back allowing Phil Foden to run past him. He said, while the German goalkeeper parried out his strike into the path of ex-Liverpool winger, he says, Arsenal have pressed them and they've played around the press very well. So, Tony Adams really tells the fact that yes, Arsenal have pressed City, but they're a well-drilled side, so they know how to get back to this press. So yes, that's what helped them. And he says, Hector Bellerin again and the goalkeeper. I always look at it defensively. Man City were too good. They passed it around. Phil Foden steps inside Hector. Too easy. The goalkeeper is pushing it into the danger zone. You've got to push it away of the danger zone, and Sterling had a tap in, which is it's always disappointing, man. It's really disappointing. I mean, come on. You got expectations every single time of the season when the season starts. You got to face City. You got to tell Liverpool. You got to face Liverpool, and you got to tell them, bro, this is Arsenal, and you got to win to do that. But the expectations are always high from the fans, of course, as high as to win those games, of course. If you got 3 chances in the game, you got to take them. If you don't take them, bam, game over. That's what. And the creativity is dead for the whole of second half. I mean, let's move on. I don't want to keep rambling on the same thing, but moving on. This is Willian's. Willian actually made just 20 passes in a 1-0 defeat away to Man City. The Brazilian had just 32 touches as well as only winning 33% of his duels. These are the positions where he had the touches. Willian, all over the place, and yeah, very, very pathetic game. Well, moving on. Well, Manchester United youngster Arnaud Puigmal starred with a superb free kick in a draw with Arsenal under-23 side. Well, Saturday's matchup of the Premier League reserves finished 3-3 with Spanish midfielder Puigmal grabbing a brace. One of the moments of the match at Boreham Woods Meadow Park came when Puigmal lined up a free kick from 20 yards out. The 19-year-old sweetly hit the ball to the near post, curling inwards to beat the diving goalkeeper, and he was naturally pleased with his first United goal of the campaign. Well, he actually uploaded the clip to his Instagram alongside a picture of his celebration. But the next news is not going to be too good for you guys because it is a big slander on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Why? Let's see. Arsenal fans have been left incensed after Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was pictured laughing following the Gunners' defeat to Manchester City, while the Arsenal captain appeared to share a joke with Ilkay Gundogan after the final whistle, which is what irked a lot of Arsenal fans. One fan fumed while commenting. He said, "Why the F is he so happy? We just lost with an abysmal display with almost no players actually being asked to do anything." Another one tweeted out, "Surely he could have waited till he was down the tunnel at least. I don't care what he does, just the time and at a place to be having a laugh." Another one supporter commented, "Overstanding, chatting and having a laugh with a City player after a defeat is simply not acceptable." Another one added that Shaka would never. So yeah, there was a light moment between them, and it's not acceptable. But moving on, well, Danny Welbeck has joined Brighton on a free transfer. The 29-year-old has joined Seagulls on a one-year deal after the mutually agreeing to terminate his contract at Watford. Brighton boss Graham Potter commented, "We are delighted to have Adani joining us. He will complement our existing striking options. He's got an undoubted pedigree and he is quick and technically very good. He will add to our attacking threat and we are thrilled to add another player of his experience and quality." Well, Lucas Torreira is having a wonderful time at Atletico Madrid already. Well, yes, he's become a linchpin of that Atletico Madrid team. He's actually had 53. Lucas Torreira completed 53 passes in his first La Liga game for Atletico Madrid. 59 total passes, more than any other Atletico player on his La Liga debut since at least 2005-2006. The guy literally controlled Atletico Madrid's midfield. So Lucas Torreira was unbelievable for Atletico Madrid. Let's see if he's going to make if he's going to come back to Arsenal, or Atletico Madrid are going to exercise their option to come back for him in the next summer. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes to this platform every single day, twice. So what you got to do is subscribe and hit that bell icon. I will see you in my next video. And until then, do not forget to subscribe. Cheers.